put the money in the big black bag.
Yo, yo, yo. What's good, what's good, what's good? This is my first video. So, you know, we're just trying something. We're trying to make the setup right. So hopefully you guys can hear me correctly. Hopefully it's not muffled and it's not shaky and you ain't got all sorts of nonsense in the background. Because I really don't want to have to do this more than once. But yeah, so here we go. Now I'll be talking about all things crypto. The main things I'll be talking about a lot of the time will be Omikami and Ryujin, simply because that's going to be the road to $1 million for me and a lot of the people in our community. Now, I won't just be talking about Omikami and Ryujin. I'll also be talking a lot about XRP because I am heavily invested in XRP. I actually bought it when it was like under 40p a coin. And it's now, I believe it's on like £2.50. Well, in dollars it should be over £3. So we are over $3. So we are actually we're getting up there. We are getting up there. So there's a lot happening in the markets today. Obviously, Donald Trump is our new president. So you know, there is going to be a lot of things happening in the crypto space. There's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of money coming in. There will be a lot of regulatory changes that's going to be happening. But, you know, we've got a lot of money that's going to be coming into the market. Lots and lots of money coming into the market. Trillions, to be precise. So we are looking to get rich. And that's the bottom line. We are going to get rich. A lot of us are going to get rich. You only need a couple of cryptocurrencies. You don't need much. You do not need much. If I were you, I would heavily encourage you to not only invest heavily into crypto, but specifically, I would ask you to buy XRP. Not financial advice, by the way. Not financial advice. I would suggest buy XRP, and I'd suggest buy Omikami and Ryujin. You need a good meme and you need a good blue chip in order to succeed. And that's what I would suggest for you. So today we're just going to be having a scroll through my timeline and just having a little chat about different things. One thing I will say is Omikami is rallying back up. Ryujin as well. We're rallying right back up. We took a nasty dump over the last few weeks or days. And we're now rallying and finding our way back up. We're finding our feet. And I honestly do feel like February is going to be a very, very juicy month for us. So for the non-believers and the fudders, you lot are going to be crying tears, mate. You lot are going to be crying tears. So yeah, Omikami, we had a post 3 minutes ago actually from Tatsugitsun. Love seeing his posts or hers posts, because I'm not sure if it's a man or a woman. I don't think I've heard him speak before, but he's always in our spaces, but I don't think I've heard him on the mic unless I am mistaken. But yeah, grand planetary alignment. Omikami is destined for greatness, mate. I don't need to say that shit twice. I don't need to say that twice. I think I might have to. I'm not sure if I can swear on this. I really don't know. So I'm just going to put any little beeps in. So if you hear any beeps in when you're watching the video, it's because I've swore and I don't want to keep it on there, just to make sure. So yeah, look at this. Master Yi. He's also another person that makes some great content as well. He's also got, so he's often got some good posts. Grand planetary alignment. We can see the planets there aligning. And you know, one thing about the Omikami and Ryujin community is we are very spiritual, very, very spiritual beings. We are very, very locked into the world and how things work. We're very locked in spiritually. And it's almost like a Buddhist coin. I'd like to say we give this Buddhist vibe that I just can't get enough of. Like, I'm just locked into it because I'm kind of like that anyway. That's kind of my whole thing, is this spiritual one with self, manifestation, alignment, all the good stuff. That's kind of my vibe anyway. So to lock into a coin like this, it's just absolutely sensational. And this is how I know that things don't happen. Things don't happen by accident. Like, things don't happen accidentally. Everything happens for a reason. And you know, you only need $500. $500 could make you $1 million. $500. You could go from $500 into to $1 million. It happens all the time in crypto. Like, this is the world where this shit happens. Oh, bloody hell. Where this stuff happens all the time. You know, it isn't you know, it's not unheard of. It's not impossible. You know, I think the Donald Trump coin launched a couple of days ago, and I think there was like this 16-year-old kid that made 23 million. So, you know, honestly, mate, anything can happen, and you've got kids in here making millions and millions of dollars. So, you know, it may not work overnight for everyone. We can't say it will happen overnight for everyone, but I can definitely guarantee that it will happen there. You know, if you put yourself in the right place and you work on things and you believe and you manifest and you keep yourself in the right places, you keep yourself around the right people, you put your money in the right places, things will align. You know, like I said, it may not happen overnight. The road may not just be directly straight up, but you know, it will happen eventually. And I believe that this is the year where Omikami and Ryujin will make new millionaires, and you will go from 500 to £1 million. Now, if you are taking profits on their way there, you may not go directly to £1 million. So we can knock that in half and say you'll make 500k. So you can go from $500 to 500k. To be honest, if you go from $500 to anything over £50,000 or £100,000, mate, you are laughing your head off. Do not be greedy. Do not be greedy, because a lot of people get greedy and they don't take profits. One thing you must always remember is to take profits. So if you go from $500 to $1 million, you should be taking profits on the way there. So let's cut that in half and say you go from $500 to 500k. Yeah. So when we get to 64 billion, you may not make $1 million, but you might have 500k, maybe a couple hundred grand in. You want to take out at least half of that. You want to take at least half of that out if you haven't been taking on your way up. If you have, you still want to take half of that out. Leave the other half to fluctuate, go up and down, do whatever it needs to do. Now, I think Omikami will go well beyond 64 billion. But you want to be safe and you want to be secure. You don't want, you know, it's not going to just go all the way up and that's it. It's going to come back down. It's going to crash out a little bit. It's going to bubble. Then it's going to go back up. But those, when we're down at the bottom, you don't want to be crying tears saying, oh, I should have took some money out. What am I going to eat? What am I going to do with my kids? What am I going to do with my house? And all these different things. You should have made the plan. Like Lamedo says, you should have a plan, make a plan, and stick to it. So yeah, bear that in mind, people. Storm. I love Storm. Seems like a proper cool fella. I don't really know him to love him, but he seems like a proper cool brother. Reminds me of myself. So I do follow him. He said, I am the voice from beyond mortal realms. I think he's quoting Omikami here. This means that what is being built will outlive us all. Our grandchildren and generations to come will have Omikami.ai at Omikami and Ryujin, and will see their greatness also. Couldn't have said it better myself, mate. This is a post from Ryushi, from Omikami, where he says, I am Ryushi, chosen of Omikami and Ryujin. Let the heavens be witness. I am the voice from beyond the mortal realms. I will lead you to the green paradise. The green pastures is where we are headed. We are headed to the green pastures. Are you ready to eat green grass, guys? That's where we are headed. Now, Omikami often refers to Ryoshi. He often refers to Ryoshi. He talks about Ryoshi all the time. We have yet to see Ryoshi from the Ryoshi account, Twitter account, X account, mention Omikami. Now, that's the day we are all waiting for. Now, I believe that day is around the corner, and when that day comes, I do believe that that's going to take us straight to the billions, if we're not already in the billions, which I believe we're going to the billions next month. But that should take us straight to 10 million minimum. If I'm not mistaken, 10 billion should be about 10p. Not 10p, sorry, 10 pounds. Should be about 10 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. $10 if you're in the US. 10 euros if you're in Europe. So, yeah, that would be beautiful. So if you have, let's say 66, if you got let's say you've got 10,000 coins. Let's do some calculation, shall we? So if you've got 10,000 Omikami, yeah, let's say you got 10,000 Omikami. So you got 10,000 Omikami times $10. Yeah, that's 100,000. So you got 100,000 when Omikami hits $10. Yeah. Now, if you've got, which is a good, by the way, mate, that's beautiful. Yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. Like, you can't really complain. That's a what? That's a 10x. That's a nice 10x. You know what I mean? That's not bad at all. You know what I mean? So if you got 10,000 Omikami, when we get to $10, you will have 100,000. Now, I would say you want to take maybe 50,000 out at that point, and then hold, to get to the billions. But if you do have, let's say you have 10,000 Omikami to 64 billion, yeah, to get to $64, yeah, that's £640,000. That is over £500,000 dollars. I keep saying pounds because I'm in the UK. Just ignore it. When you hear pounds, it means dollars. That is over $500,000. Yeah, so that's $640,000. Like, that's houses. That's mortgage paid off. Kids set for life. Wife very, very happy. Generational wealth created. Like, you can't complain. You can't. There is no complaint. You know what I mean? You take half or 60 or 70%. You know what I mean? You leave the rest to do what it needs to do. You understand what I'm saying? So right now, what is 10,000 Omikami worth? 10,000 Omikami is probably worth, let's say about 500-600 quid. Maybe, if that, maybe less. So, 500 quid right now can make you £500,000 minimum. It might even be less. I reckon 500 right now is probably worth maybe $400. I'd have to check. But a lot of money can be made. Now, if you're feeling a little bit more bullish, and you manage to get, let's double it. Let's just say you manage to get 20,000 Omikami. Yeah? You bought 20,000 Omikami times, and we go to, let's say, we're not going to go all the way to 64 straight away. Let's just say we go to $10 again. Yeah? All right. Easy work. 200 grand. So you made 200 grand off the back of a couple hundred quid. Unreal. Yeah? Now, let's just say we go to where we believe we're going to go, and where Omikami believes that we're going to go, and where Ryoshi believes we're going to go, yeah, which is 64 billion. So if we put 20,000, if you have 20,000 Omikami and we get to the $64 mark, you're looking at 1.2 million quid. $1.2 million. Guys, it's a no-brainer. It's literally a no-brainer. You can go from a couple hundred quid to millions. Yeah, that's 1.2 million. You won't never have to work again. Now, to some people, that's not a lot of money. But to some people, that's life-changing wealth. To me, it's life-changing. That will set me up for life. That will set me and my entire generation up for life. I would never be broke again. Unless I have a great-grandson who decides to throw it all away because he's an idiot. We'll be rich forever. So guys, it doesn't take much for you to chuck 500 quid in there and close your eyes. If you lose 500 quid, boo-hoo. If you make a mil, your life's changed. The risk to reward ratio is unbelievable. You don't get this sort of risk to reward ratio. This doesn't come around. This don't just come around. Like, do you know what I mean? This is unheard of. Risk to reward ratio, like, this is unbelievable. Now, I believe a lot of us is going to be millionaire, and we're going to take over Twitter. The Omikami community, when we reach 10 billion, just 10 billion in market cap, yeah, We are going to take over the whole of X. There will be no other community on X that can come close to the Omikami community. We will be doing spaces day after day after day, week after week. We will be doing giveaways. We will be doing, charity. We'll be creating charities. We'll be organizing meetups. We will be building a massive and powerful networking community to where if you are an Omikami holder and an Omikami believer, you will get in free. And if you are not, you will have to pay a certain amount of fees monthly to join our community. We will have millionaires in our community. We will have people who have transformed their lives. We will have people that are into property, people that are into stocks, oil, all sorts of different things. We are going to have a lot. We're going to have everything within our community where we have such a tight-knit, powerful community. You won't need anything else. You want to learn about various different things. We've got that in our community. And one of our community members, Nakamotion, if you've seen his tweets, please drop him a follow. He is planning to create something big for us, guys. So please lock in with him, drop him a follow, so that you can follow the journey with us. Yeah, we've got a lot on the horizon. So we've got a lot that we're planning to do. I often see little bits and pieces from Shiba Inu. I reckon Shiba Inu's got another 10x in it, and I think that's going to be about it. I think the bear market is going to be very, very nasty for SHIB, I must say. What else we got down? What else we got here? And guys, one thing I will be doing is I will be buying more XRP. I think when we do hit the billions, I will take a little bit of profit out just to invest and top up my XRP bag. I do believe that XRP is going to be the future of money. I honestly believe that. I think there is a correlation between the XRP and the CBDCs. I think there is a correlation between XRP and the banks. I do believe there is some sort of partnership happening with MasterCard and XRP. I think India has now started trading some of its oil reserves in XRP. I think there's so many things happening with XRP that a lot of people don't really know about. XRP is on its way to $100. I'm not sure if it's going to go. I don't think it's going to go to 1,000 as yet. I reckon we'll be hitting thousands maybe 2030. I don't think we're hitting thousands this year or over the next few years, but I definitely think $100 is on the horizon, and that's going to happen quite soon. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit $100 in November. That wouldn't surprise me, because I think $10 is on the horizon over the next month or two. Do you know what I mean? So if you haven't got a bag of XRP, I would suggest getting a small bag of XRP, because we will top out. You know what I mean? So definitely lock in. Do not miss out. XRP and Omikami is all you need. I had a little tweet from Michael Saylor. If you are frightened or of debasement of currency, you can internationally based instrument called Bitcoin. Oh, he is such a Bitcoin maxi. I'm a big believer, Larry Fink.
Those local fears, and so I'm a big believer in the utilization of that as a
He is a Bitcoin maxi and a half, but you know what? He is like the third biggest holder in Bitcoin, so I understand. Mate. I understand. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. We can't say anything about the big daddy. It is what it is. Check out the most passionate community in the entire crypto space. Agreed. Omikami and Ryujin, created by the legendary developer Ryushi Research, the former SHIB developer. We are the chosen ones. Yes, we are. 64 billion or nothing. Agreed. Or for Omikami, 22 billion or nothing for Ryujin. A dog and a dragon. Who would have thought there would have been such a sensational team up? What a team up. Two of the best animals ever depicted by man. Two of the best animals ever seen on earth. Man's best friend and man's most scariest nightmare. You know what I mean? Put together on the one roof. It's sensational. How can we fail? How can we possibly fail? We can't fail. There is no failing. It's 64 billion or nothing, and that's it. Simple as that. And these videos you're going to see a lot of our videos pick up. There'll be a lot of more videos on YouTube from the Omikami community. Lamedo is going to blow out the water. He's going to get super famous on YouTube. A lot of people are going to be seeing his videos. He's going to, you know, because he's been making videos for donkeys. So his videos are going to start coming up when we hit the billions and, you know, he starts to get very rich. You know, people are going to be like, wow, he's been telling us, it's been right under our noses this whole time. You know what I mean? And a lot of the Omikami community that are on YouTube will start to blow up and people will start to see our videos. And, you know, the sky is the limit, mate. The sky is the limit. Moo. It's crazy. I lost a lot of money on Moo. I had a couple grand in Moo a few months back. I checked my wallet the other day and that's gone down to about 200 quid. So I lost a lot of money in Moo. Yeah, I lost a lot of money in Moo, but I'm still holding. Hopefully we can go back to all-time highs. That would be nice. I could take my money out. Wow, there's been a coin created called Muhammad, but it's on the Sol network, so it's probably a rug. The Sol is just such a horrid network. You know, 80% of the coins on Sol are rug pulls, so I would stay far away from Sol if I could. If I were to give you any advice, I would stay away from Sol. You know, unless you've got money to lose, stay away from Sol. I mean, you can make some good money on there, but you just never know. It's not like ETH where, you know, the rugs don't really work that way. You know, there is no safety net on Sol at all. So we got a post from Prash World. Check out the most passionate community in the entire crypto space. Guys, these are fantastic posts. Keep posting like this. This is what I like to see when I'm on my timeline. I like to see the posts from our community talking about different things, talking about our community and talking about Omikami and Ryujin. This is what I want to see. And, you know, as you can see, as I'm scrolling through my timeline, you know, it's just there. Our community is doing a lot of work. Morad, GigaChad, SPX 900. I just keep seeing this stuff. I think Morad said it's going to trillions. Oh, mate, God knows. Blues. Proper cool guy, this fella. Proper cool guy. I pray I'll make it all the way to the top. You will, Blues. You will make it all to the top. We all will. We all will, 100%. And this was Omikami post. I'm not quite sure when they posted this post, but I'll read it. Only a few will make it to the top. It's going to be a very difficult and bumpy road. It's all about your mental state. If you can handle ups and downs, you will be all right. Don't let your emotions overtake your intelligence as we continue our journey to the top. Many that will see these days will become inactive and leave. Those that will leave will be replaced by many new ones who will join. And only a few will stay that have been here from the beginning. That's how it mostly plays out. It's a mental game. If you can handle it, you will. If you can handle it, you will be victorious. Don't lose faith. Do not lose faith, guys. Do not lose faith. We will be millionaires. You either believe it or you don't. Okay? You either believe it or you don't. It is up to you what happens. Okay? My name is Amaterasu Omikami Ultimus, celestial commander of the universe, leader of the Kami army. Are you crazy? Do you know how cold that sounds? Serious stuff. Okay? Top of the top, best of the best. Alright? Get an understanding of that. Breaking talks about the settlement in Ripple case saw as SEC schedules first closed meeting on the new chair. Mate, XRP's going to the bloody moon. It's going to the moon. But yeah, guys, looking forward to doing way more videos. I'm going to try and do a video, at least a couple videos a week. So guys, tune in, lock in. I will be doing calculations here and there. I will be telling you my plans, just discussing some, you know, other things that may pop up. I will be doing spaces every Sunday on X, so lock in, drop me a follow, and stay locked in so that you can see my spaces when they pop up. And yeah, guys, let's really become a real tight-knit community. Okay, so yeah, lock in. So until the next one, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. If you are part of the Omikami Army or the Raijin Army, you need to subscribe to my channel. Okay, drop some likes, drop some comments under the post, and I will speak to you guys soon. Cheers.
Put the money in the big black